Your guy was told by his agent that he was going to be a late first round, maybe second round draft pick. Your guy's supposed to be in New York with the rest of those chumps. Your guy's about to blow his freaking lid because his dream of being in the NBA is still just a dream.
Hey, chill, man. I know this isn't how we wanted it to go down. Believe me. Like I told you, you're my last best hope at the agency. If you wash out, I wash out with you. But I was thinking, maybe this was the best thing that could have happened to you.
How you figure that, genius?
Better to go undrafted and have a choice than to be picked late by a stacked playoff team where your chances of making the team are about as high as my chances of dating a supermodel, which, despite my contagious charm, are pretty freaking slim.
So what's the move, man?
This just affects our timing, okay? You just gotta keep working hard and be ready. Injuries, overhyped draft picks. Sooner or later, players are gonna wash out and they are going to call you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Good. Remember, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team and made fools pay for it the rest of his career. Use the draft day slight as motivation. A chip on your shoulder at the beginning of a long journey. And like every journey, this one begins with a single step. So your first step is to keep working hard. And we'll find you a home before you know it.
All right, man. I'm believing in you, bro. Make it happen. Undrafted, basketball has been my life since day one. What am I gonna do now? This can't be the end. Is my dream really dead?
Okay. I know you've been staying in shape, working hard on your game, waiting for your shot.
Yeah, so when's that gonna be? Because you told me not getting picked was a good thing.
It was. It was. This is America. Freedom of choice and all that good stuff. And that is why I'm here. Now is the time. Teams are able to offer 10-day contracts at this point, and I've been on the phone nonstop. There's some definite interest in you.
What's that mean? I get to pick where I want to go?
Whoa. It's not that easy, my friend. But there are several teams willing to give you a little tryout, see if it makes sense for them to sign you.
Listen, man. First of all, you're not my friend. You're my agent. And second, where's the list? Because I'm ready to play.
Keep in mind that these teams have varying levels of interest. If you want the 10-day deal, you're going to have to work a lot harder to impress some of these teams than others.
Man, I don't care about that. Where's the list?
Okay, here's the list. Let me know where you want to go, and I'll make it happen.
Man, I saw your pre-draft workout and I can't believe you weren't picked. But good for us, because here you are with a chance to earn a spot on our roster. But the competition gets a little steeper here. You're playing against the best ballers in the world. You'll be running with the twos against the ones. You've worked your whole life for an opportunity to play in this league. Now's your chance to make it happen. Hope you're ready.
Hey, I'm more than ready. This right here is my destiny, and I'm fixing to grab it and take it in my own hands. I got this, coach.
What separates the good ones from the great ones in this league is consistency.
Yes, sir. Long seasons, long playoffs, I get it.
You obviously have the skills to make it in the NBA.
But
we're not sure you have the right body type or the skill set to do it night in, night out. Hey, keep your head up. Hang in there. We'll see if we can make something happen.
move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Magic have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might events, and I'm probably out on the street, too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up, rat hole? This is all I can afford, because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags! We're going to the show!
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, it's my house you talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like... Yo.
So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do, and you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Magic in this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. Looking back to the last match.
Let's go. You're in.
Hey, well time.
Lee comes in for Zach Randolph. Nick Calathis, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Conley in for Udrich. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Fry. Fournier comes in for Tobias Harris. Gordon's checked in for Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. And so in the game for the Magic, Ridnour out there with Ben Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And there's Gordon. And it's Harkless in at the power forward position. And a moment happening right now, folks. Nine. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the court for Orlando, Money in at point guard. Gordon out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Gordon in at the 2. That's good. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Money. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the... Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Tayshaun Prince out there with Lee. Then there's Kufis. Then there's Nick Calathis. And it's Conley in at the point. The Magic have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he makes the first. Well, good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Now here is Conley. Lee outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Launches it. Orlando grabs the miss. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Memphis trailing here. The dish to Prince. Passes to Lee. Second chance shot. And it's Kufis missing. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris. Here's Fournier. Here's Money. Fournier dishes to Gordon.
The theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
And about Orlando and their stars, is it better caught to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather...
Deciding to change it up. And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 11. We'll get right back to the action when we...
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. I'm gonna be blunt. Our low post offense has been awful. We're not creating anything around the bucket. We can handle these guys in the paint, trust me. Let's show them how strong we can be on the block.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game. The Magic trailed by 8, so on the floor for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon out there with Channing Frye, and it's Payton in at the 1.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Now Udrih, 8 points for him. Right block shot, and another miss by Memphis. Money's checked in for Payton. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Money passes to Frye. Gasol with the steal. And Udrih kicks to Prince. That's good, and it's Udrih with the assist that time. Udrih has got 4 assists now tonight. To the inside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Harris has got 9 points here in the second half. And the Grizzlies leading by 9.
Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle it. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Money. Great touch on the 16-footer. Money with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the wing on the left. Left side Gasol. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Allen. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by Harris. The Magic trail by 9. Teardrop shot. Oladipo misses.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
1:51 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Frye. Here's Money. Harris outside. He kicks to Oladipo. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Udrih. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Money. He's guarded by Udrich. Money. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
The one they call Money, making his mail.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrich. The Magic also changing it up. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Fry. Gordon comes in for Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Tobias Harris. Calathes kicks to Prince. Over in the corner, Lee drills the baseline jumper.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Ridnour. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now the pass to Money. Excellent D there from Allen.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, one or two more of those and this lead will be double digits.
And that's a foul called on Money.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Nick Calathes is out there with front. And it's Allen.
The bad news is you played like a 50-year-old rec league bum, and we lost the game. You're supposed to ask me what the good news is.
What's the good news?
Good news is I don't think it's possible for you to play any worse.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Nah, man, it's supposed to make you understand that it ain't just you. We all got work to do if we're going to do something special. So put this one behind you, learn from it, and move on, all right?
Well, maybe if I got the ball in my spots where I could do something with it, we would have won the game and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
In this league, never get too high or too low, and you might survive. Turn on your teammates, man, you'll be gone before you know it.
coaches, number 00, Aaron Gordon. The other forward, standing 6'11", number 8, Channing Frye. Number 12, forward 6'9" from Tennessee, Tobias Harris. Number 5, guard 6'4" from Indiana, Victor Oladipo. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Orlando Magic.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Milwaukee Bucks today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Look at Orlando. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they... Milwaukee in the lead. On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Kendall Marshall out there with Mayo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson, and it's Middleton in at the 4.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Jabari Parker taken second overall by the Milwaukee Bucks. He likes the talent on the team and sees himself being a lifelong Buck. Parker said, I feel like I'm going to be able to grow with that organization. I'm trying to be a throwback player, only stick with one team. Sounds like he could be in Milwaukee for the long haul, guys.
Yeah, good situation for him. Thanks, Doris.
Channing Frye missed all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. The condition got better, and last season, seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Marshall kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They got that one on Ben Gordon.
What a story for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Born in Greece of Nigerian parents. His family is really undocumented. Living in poverty, though, he'd sell watches in the street to make ends meet. But now he's blessed to make a much more significant contribution to his family's fortunes.
Money passes to Harkless. There's the screen. Passes it to Money. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Frye. From down in the low post, it goes. Frye's got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic.
And Antetokounmpo, a late discovery, started playing seriously when he was about 15. Beginning at point guard before he really shot up in height, and now a forward. Has a lot of playmaking ability, very intriguing prospect. And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's Money. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Money's got his first bucket in this one. And for Antetokounmpo, huge hands, Clark. Do you think that's a factor in his great ball handling?
I certainly do. I mean, point forward skills. He can create for others, do just about everything on the court. The main thing to work on is his shooting, the low release point. He's got to get that fixed. But coaches in Milwaukee may look to tweak that form, but he's got a lot to offer.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now, here's Marshall. Fires, high post, and yes, sir, that one drops. Marshall's got 4 points now in the quarter. Orlando leading. Here's Money to the middle. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Channing Frye has always been a great perimeter shooter, but where he's really improved is with his inside game. Teams like to switch guards on him, but when they do, he can now finish inside over that smaller player. That's what makes him a versatile offensive threat.
And the first one at the line is good. And you talk about teams going small on a stretch, big man like Frye. What's the advantage?
Well, the defense then can switch on the pick and pop and deny him easy looks. That's the first advantage. But, you know, his ability to take a smaller player inside means you have to guard him with the bigger player. So it's a pick your poison.
Marshall with it. Now defended by Money. Marshall dishes to Mayo.
That's a jump ball.
Orlando with the ball. Magic leading by 3. Money passes to Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw. Brandon Knight's checked in for Kendall Marshall. And the second free throw, good.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Mayo with it. Now Green defending. Mayo kicks to Knight. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Heat.
But, you know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort from them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, both teams can't win. You know, it comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could.
Here's Money. The 3. Shot's good. Money's got 5 points so far.
And you could tell he was nervous in his first game. Didn't exactly wow anybody watching. And, of course, his team lost as well.
Well, he's got a lot to work on if he's going to stick in the league. And the fact the team struggled certainly will make it a little harder for him.
Mayo drives in. It's stolen by Green. And, oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. The shot's good for Money.
And the man they call Money makes a deposit right there.
Bucks trail by 7. Knight with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Miami.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
It's hauled in by Frye. Frye's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harkless with it, and it's Henson picking him up. Stolen by Henson. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Poked away. Harkless with the steal. He's all alone. Moving it up. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 9-point Magic lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive. Putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast breaks. Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. Got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
The first one falls.
Hitting your free.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Magic lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team right now in general and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you.
Let's go, you're up. My time.
Orlando leading by 4. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon out there with Channing Frye. And it's Peyton in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Back to Oladipo. Fires the 3. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Money's checked in for Peyton. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
From deep. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Money. Money's got 10 points.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow 3, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Knight dishes to Henson. And that misses everything.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Oladipo, the pass to Harris. Here's Money. Now the pass to Oladipo. Orlando moving the ball around. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Aaron Gordon is second.
Well, the way he rebounds, I'm sure he has endeared himself to that coaching staff.
Yeah, and it's going to get him a lot more floor time if he continues to battle that hard in the paint.
That one is off.
Check out the game for Frye. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
And the second free throw, good. Bucks trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Here's Money. That's good on the jump shot. Money's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Mayo kicks to Henson. Now, here is Knight. Not a lot of room. From outside the arc, no luck. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Bucks trail by 8. To the wing right side. Oladipo against Mayo. At the top of the key, Knight. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Low block shot. In deep. Gordon drops it in. Gordon's got 11 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now Mayo. He's got 9. Henson dishes to Mayo. Here's Middleton, guarded by Fry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knight. The 19-footer is on the money. 11 points in the game.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Orlando leading by 8. Money passes to Harris. Harris a screen on Mayo. Dishes to Fry. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Here's Money, guarded by Mayo. Money passes to Gordon. The shot from the low post is good. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
The Bucks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Henson gets it to go on the assist by Knight.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harris outside. Pass to Gordon. It's deflected. Down low. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Bucks trail by 10. Knight kicks to Henson. And that's collected by Money.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
All alone. And he gets it to go. Middleton's got 4 this quarter. Magic leading by 8. Here's Money. He's got 12. He tries for 3, and he gets it to go. Money's got 15 points.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Mayo dishing to Knight. Back to Mayo. There's a screen. 4 on the clock. 13 feet away. And the jumper is good. He's got 11.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
O.J. Mayo, a smooth long-range shooter with deep range. When he gets going, he can put up some big numbers.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Knight. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. That one a little long.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
And Mayo, 6'4", coming to the league. Some thought he could play the point guard position.
Yeah, but he's not a great penetrator or playmaker, and those are 2 things you have to do as a point guard. I think he's truly a shooting guard. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
And here is Knight. 11 points in the game. Fires from the line. Second shot opportunity. Pachulia, no luck.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
To the paint. Now the Bucks moving it up. Knight against Gordon. Here's Middleton. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Middleton's got 10.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
Yep, that's 6 of their last 10 points coming in that in-between range.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Knight. And that one's good. And that's 17 points for Money.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Mayo kicks to Pachulia.
Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Some question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court, but he does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
Pachulia, Clark, missing a couple months last season, but when healthy.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Nice job rebounding on the offensive glass.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Maurice Harkless is checked. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Why you tripping? We just pulled out a nice little win.
Tripping? Don't act like this game was never in doubt. It was a lot closer than it should have been. That's the problem. We weren't taking it serious enough. Like we could just show up and win. One thing I know for certain, you take something for granted in the NBA and it all goes away.
You right. When we got somebody on the ropes, we gotta knock them fools out, man. Yo, tonight, we was just barely good enough.
That's right. Next game, we step on the gas and never let up.
Let's do it.
Reach out, touch faith.